Appreciate it. But let's move on to the topic of the day.
We got
Turmoil at Breakfast Club. Oh, you got
beef
something?
in the streets.
It's beef in the streets,
It's
man.
beef. We got breakfast beef.
Breakfast beef. They didn't
We
even wait
got
to lunch,
beef
bro.
bacon. We got beef sausage.
Eat it up.
We got beef in the streets
Eat
for
it
breakfast.
up. Fuck out of here.
Hey, I seen it coming a mile away. I seen
did
it brewing.
too, but
You seen it.
I seen it coming a mile away. But what I didn't see is the side I was gonna take.
Ooh, whose side you on in this?
I'm on Jess, baby.
Wow.
Because as far as the way my
I'm
regular
on the
life,
other side, so go ahead. Go ahead and get yours off.
okay, so we gonna break down a few things before, but at least far as my disclosure is, because of the way my job is, I've been going in a lot more lately, but I work a hybrid schedule, so I'm at home sometimes, and to kill that dead air, I have stuff in the background, and just to have something on, so it just ain't quiet in the crib.
Yeah.
I put on those Breakfast Club YouTube clips. They put out about 5, 6, 7 clips a day. They got the donkey of the day, the subjects they talk about, and the morning news. And they have like the gossip column, which previously was just with the mess.
Just with the mess.
So I do listen to it on a daily basis because it helps fill my day. So my crib isn't just quiet. That's my side of it. But let's get into let's break down what they are going through. After Angela Yee left, good leave. My personal opinion.
Yeah.
But that's another story for another day. They did a year. I think they did like a year of just DJ Envy and Charlamagne.
They had like special guests every other episode and stuff.
And then once they started doing the special guests, they had Claudia Jordan, DeLauren LaRosa, who's a part of this, obviously Jess, Jason Lee, a few other people come through and try to fill the shoes. And off my original situation, I did this like Lauren or Jess, because I feel like they wanted a woman in that position regardless.
Yeah.
But I did like Lauren and Jess. But I think I gave it to Jess, just like most people did, because she had the bigger name, and I thought she could be funny with them.
Yeah.
And because she was funny, before things went the way they are now, her interaction with them was still more like she got nigga funny mentality.
Yeah. But it's different being funny in spots than being had to be funny day for day, every day. Like she was more funny as a guest than funny as a host.
Yes.
Because it's different.
Because if you have her on when she was doing her guest spots, and it'd be like once every couple of weeks.
Solid.
And they bring a story through, and she was like, oh, Kanye a clown. Even though it's a very simple statement, you'd be like, oh, okay, he is a clown. And you laugh and you move on. But, okay, Jess gets the job.
Got the job.
Soon after that, she goes on maternity leave. She, and per Jess, and nobody disputed it, she said, I want Lauren to fill in for me.
Yeah.
Lauren LaRosa comes in, does a phenomenal job. Very professional. It becomes a joke about her reaching out to lawyers and getting the information, getting the inside scoop.
Well spoken, reading the articles well, not fumbling through the words.
She reaches out to lawyers. She reaches out to teams. She got the TMZ background they make fun of her about.
That background.
And then even something subtle on the show itself, the inside jokes, her not having a man, the wigs, the partying.
It's like the dynamics a little better.
It's like, okay.
It's like the dynamics a little better. Bro, it's kind of like sports, bro. You got the position, you done got hurt. Yes. The backup came in and started shining. Now we got a quarterback controversy, bro. It's a whole controversy now.
But one thing they talk about in sports is, especially NFL, we're going to talk about the game that we love most. You don't lose your position to injury. Even though that's a saying.
They love to say it.
But
they love to say it. It sounds so good.
It sounds beautiful.
It sounds so good till that dude starts spinning. It only works when that dude gets here. It looks like a backup.
Yes.
When that backup looking like he might be part of it, like, hold on now, he's shining.
Yeah.
She was shining, man. I'm sorry that you lost your spot, the injury, the pregnancy, but she's shining. It looks better. It feels better. It sounds better. Like it's kind of better when you not there. Then when you get there, it's kind of rough. It's like forced.
Well, I'm gonna have something for that, but we're gonna keep going down the timeline.
Okay.
I'm gonna have something for that.
Okay.
So you take your maternity leave.
Take your leave.
Lauren LaRosa steps in. Like we said, she did a phenomenal job.
Phenomenal job.
Fast forward the few months that you was on maternity leave, you come back.
You back.
And I'm a comment reader just because when I look at something, I get curious. And even though the internet is just one piece.
Yeah.
What are people's thoughts on this? Because once my thoughts start buzzing, if I watch the video, I'm pretty sure other people got some other thoughts.
Yeah.
And just like any other comment, whether I'm doing research on Amazon for a particular product, I can read who bullshitting, or at least I think I can read who bullshitting, who not bullshitting. So I'm looking at people like, I love Lauren, I love Lauren, I love Lauren, I love Lauren. But also you got people who say, I miss Jess, I miss Jess, I miss Jess. And you got people in the middle like, I love Lauren, but I actually like Jess's vibe on certain things. And you got the mixed crowd. But you got people who saying, fuck that, kick her off, I want Lauren. You got other people who are going to ride for Jess because she does have supporters as well. All right, now let's get into you and us. Bald-headed logic.
Let's get into some logic. Okay. Sometimes you gotta look at it subjectively, man. We got who we fuck with. Say you fuck with Jess, so you gonna ride with Jess if you fuck with Jess. If you fuck with Lauren, you gonna ride with Lauren because you fuck with Lauren. But if you looking at the product and you don't really fuck with nobody, you just looking at the product that's getting put out, it's better with Lauren on it.
And I'm gonna tell you this. This is why I said I was surprised with the angle I took, because I prefer Lauren, but I'm riding with Jess.
Why?
Because nobody's listening to the argument that she's making, and that's the thing that pisses me off the most.
What's the argument she's making?
The argument she's making, and she actually said it, I've watched it a few times to make sure I understand her argument.
Okay.
Her argument isn't that Lauren isn't good.
Mm-hmm.
Her argument isn't that Lauren doesn't deserve to be on the show. Her argument isn't that she doesn't bring anything valuable. Her argument is when my segment is just with the mess. But when I came back, we didn't restructure the show to say she's going to be here full time now.
Yeah.
We didn't do that. Second argument is, if y'all want her to do this segment, if she's the lead program news coordinator, whatever her real job was supposed to be, but y'all like her as on screen talent or on air talent, let's structure that. So when Jess comes back, I'm saying, welcome to Jess with the Mess, Lauren, take it over. She's like, I'm bullshitting. Just give her the segment and let me just move into the same role as Charlamagne, where she does the segment, Charlamagne does the funny and insightful commentary. Jess says, let me get on that page too, insightful and color commentary. Boom. Let her
go ahead.
Let her do that. And I'll do that because DJ Envy, he's 20 years in the game, so he knows when to step in and not step in. She said it in her argument.
She said it in her argument too.
DJ Envy knows when to pop in and not pop in. He's 20-year vet.
They vets.
So she's saying her and Lauren are both fighting for that mic time. And she's like, we're not supposed to talk because y'all basically gave her my segment. And she was forthright and honest, saying, when I first got back, I had misplaced anger towards this girl. When it's not her, it's the show itself who's running itself like a high school. Her words.
It is.
And so when I'm looking at the argument, she never hated. She admitted her faults, saying I had some mixed feelings, I had some misplaced feelings toward Lauren that shouldn't have been there. Once we talked it out, I'm good. Yep. Then I had to go to the actual people who was fucking up and say, hey, bro, y'all didn't restructure. Y'all didn't do the things we said we was going to do. And y'all left me out there on the left. Yep. I can look at two things, because her argument wasn't the fact that she's not better than me or I got the contract, so I should be here. No, her argument was, if we're going to do this, let's do it right. And I agree with Jess on that.
She coming at the wrong people.
She flipped it up.
This is a corporate decision. Charlamagne don't run that shit. Envy don't run that shit. They are on-screen talent. They do not own the Breakfast Club. People behind the scenes is making this decision. She mad at them, but she can't be mad at them, because they could ultimately let her go. You are hired talent. Them people don't give a damn about you, Jess. They care about their bottom line. Them people do not care about you at all. Now they got y'all bickering with each other over nothing. Like, it is what it is. You talking to the wrong people.
But in that same notion, that is debunked by DJ Envy's situation where he's saying, this is your show. Tell us how you want us to move.
Of course he gonna say that.
That means that they have some decision making.
They do, but at the same time, they people with a job, man. They don't own the Breakfast Club. That's an entity of iHeart. They own that now. They can't take that name with them. Charlamagne can't, like, I'm done with the Breakfast. I'm going to take this shit over. No, he cannot. Breakfast Club will remain. They will have 3 different hosts tomorrow. Like, the show was established before you, Jess. You don't own that show. Yee was doing that shit for 13 years before she left. Yeah. She left for nothing. You have no ownership of that. You say you gave Lauren a job. Like, you probably put her name in that. But ultimately, somebody had to okay that.
Correct.
You can't put your homegirl for Baltimore on. Like, this is my homegirl. I want her to be on the Breakfast. They're like, hell nah. We're going to put Lauren LaRosa because she's from TMZ. And she has a track record. And we know what's going on with this. Somebody okayed that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have the powers you think you have. So you up there
but she ain't
crying over nothing.
She ain't looking for power either.
She talking about you put that girl on. You ain't put that girl on. You gave them a name and they okayed it. You ain't do that.
Her argument is, when I came back, we discussed a particular rollout when I came back. The day she came back, Lauren was like, I understand people in the comments are saying, y'all rather have me than her, or some people rather have her than me. No, we're 2 black women. We're going to work together. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to hold hands and make this thing work. And they did it. But in her mind, she was like, that wasn't the rollout we talked about when I came back from maternity leave, but okay, I'm going to ride with it. And then when she gets back into her seat, she's saying, y'all keep giving it to her for her to lead off. And granted, at the time, a lot of, legal stuff was going on. We had all the Diddy stuff. Niggas getting mad freaky. You had...
that man behind the scenes might say, this is better this way. This is what I want.
Yeah.
And y'all gonna do what I tell y'all to do. The person that you'll never see. The person who pulled the strings like, nah, this is how I want the segment to be. If y'all want to rename it to make y'all feel better, do it. But other than that, this is what I want done. And that's what's gonna be done.
But this is the reason I agree with Jess, because if she came back and that's what they wanted, they could have rolled it out a little bit better.
No, definitely.
They made her look
it was a little sloppy.
They was making Jess like a sucker. And I can understand her feelings on that, where she's like, all right, cool. It don't have to be called Jess with the Mess, because Jess with the Mess was her own personal YouTube page and her Instagram and stuff, that how she get down, how she, when she's trying to book comedy shows, she keep herself relevant online by saying, this is Jess with the Mess. I'm going to take the headlines. And I'm not reporting news. I'm reading the headlines and I'm giving you that shit that everybody want to ask. Why is this that? And especially when she's talking to, I'm pretty sure her fan base is mostly women.
Yeah.
And she's probably taking reality TV bits and the stuff that's going on with different rappers' girlfriends and stuff like that. And she's giving the real, like, why are you mad that he talking to this baby mama? She just giving her shit off. And
you've been gone. And the shit changed. And it evolved on you. Jess with the Mess became better because Lauren was doing it while you was gone. And while you can't get hurt, man, the best ability is availability. You gotta be there. You gotta be there.
Yes. But the reason and I'll put it this way, right? Before Jess went off on her Instagram Live and, exposed her feelings.
And that ain't help either.
I think it did. My thought process was, I'm like, Jess, pivot.
Because you talked too much. You said too much in that.
No, I said, no, we'll get to that. I'm looking at, because like I said, I watch it as I'm trying to get my day going, like fill up the dead air in my apartment. I'm like, Jess, pivot. I'm just saying, pivot. Like, you have to establish a new footing in this dynamic now, because your old footing is gone.
It's gone.
So when I thought she wasn't pivoting, I was like, man, fuck it. Lauren took this shit. You gonna either, because she gonna get her full contract no matter what, because she signed a contract.
All right, so tripping about that.
So if it was 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever the contract was.
You know how corporate go there and pay you off. They don't give a damn about that.
Yeah, she was still gonna get her paper, so that's fine. But the aspect of her looking at it and saying, the whole show is pivoting, and they admitted to themselves, they was having background conversations, and nobody was working together. I agree with her saying that it was ran like a high school situation. Like, ain't nobody got no professionalism. Ain't nobody gonna say this is what we're doing now. Charlamagne, Envy, and whoever the producer is, that they can pull each other into office.
Charlamagne and Envy don't owe her nothing. She knew this. They been doing this. They don't give. Man, come on, man.
Man, you see how
they are not friends. They are not friends, man.
They say they friends. They don't tell each other they love each other.
Motherfucker be saying that shit all. They say they love you for 13 years, but they talk to that woman again since she left. Like, are you serious? They are not friends. Bro, Charlamagne and Envy is not finna fuck up their spot for this chick, bro. They're not doing it.
I'm not saying that they friends with Yee, but they talking about they love Jess and Envy was
having. This episode, they told Angela they love her too, bro. Charlamagne said he love a lot of motherfuckers. He having a lot of love going around, B. A lot of love going around. They love Wax at one point. I ain't seen Wax since. What the fuck has Wax been? They won't even mention his name. We the first people that say that man's name on the internet. Where is Wax, bro? Where is this dude? But come on, man. All this love shit, bro. Nigga show you love and stab you in the back. But it's about bread, but they're not finna play themselves for her. They not.
I gotta go see if the Bully and the Beast still going on, man. That's probably what
I know, bro. I don't know, but come on,
I ain't listened to it in a while, man.
Deep down, they don't give a damn about that girl, bro. They don't. But it is.
But she technically won it because that's at least Charlamagne's partner. I know for a fact. That's the way they talk. Both of them.
But we know things change. You know that. Like, when shit changed, the dynamic changed while you was gone. Simple as that, bro. They just won't keep it real about it. It changed while you was gone. Because old girl leveled this shit up. We started winning a little bit more, and the shit changed.
And that's fair. I agree to that point. But when she first came back, I'm asking Jess to pivot, and Jess was trying to pivot, and they were kind of holding it up. Because nobody disagreed with her thing. She was like, you know what? Take my name off. It ain't Just With the Mess no more. Give me Lauren's Law updates. Lauren with the latest. Give her segment. Taylor, give her new mix. Let her run it.
But we don't know how adamant she said it behind the scenes, but we don't know how adamant she was behind the scenes saying
nobody disputed it. And I always go off what I see.
We don't know how adamant she was about it. Like, it's ways, like I said, they're in corporate America. She might have been telling Charlamagne Envy, like, man, y'all need to change the segment. Like, y'all need to boo-doo. They just like, yeah, we got you, whatever. No, bro, you gotta go to the person in charge, get shit in writing, send some emails. Like, you in corporate America now. It's not just the streets. You're not doing YouTube skits no more. You have to go corporate route with it. You gotta go with a lawyer and all type of shit to get some shit changed. You just can't be doing no word of mouth.
But the thing about it is, this is also months in the making, because she went on her Instagram Live. And the thing about it is, I'm not the one for the person who complains. That is like one of my pet peeves.
It didn't look good, man. And you said in the live what you said. You said something. You said, I chose to get pregnant because you say in this climate you just don't know when to get pregnant. So I chose to have this baby at this time. So you choosing to have the baby coinciding with the time you just getting this job may not have been the best idea. It just may not have been. I ain't tell you not to have no baby, but I'm just saying how things go. It just may not have been the right time. Like, you just starting a new job, then you pop up pregnant. That job gonna be like, man, you just started here. Now you trying to go on maternity leave, trying to get paid and shit. You just, man, what the fuck?
Yeah.
If she had a regular job, that shit wouldn't fly so well. Like, it just don't go like that.
No, the thing about it is, it has to fly because it's legally protected.
It's legally protected.
But and that's fair. That's one part of the conversation.
But you can't tell somebody not to replace you in their business. It's their business.
That's fair. But they're not trying to fire her. So the thing about it is, the pivot and the way that the show was ran, I can understand her when she's saying, like, why y'all introducing this segment called Jess with the Mess? And I say, welcome to Jess with the Mess. We're gonna pass it to Lauren. Give me some what's the legal updates for Tory Lanez? And then she goes on and does the story. She does it very well.
Does it well.
But I can understand her frustration. She was like, all right, cool. I'm not doing that no more. She gives the stories. Charlamagne gives his 2 seconds. I give my 2 seconds. Envy gives his 2 seconds. We clean that up. Everybody get their laughs in. Everybody get their mic time. They wasn't restructuring the way that she felt like that could be productive. Only thing I heard her asking was efficiency, productivity, and how are we really going to do this so we can have 4 people on the mic now. That's what
I don't know what type of time they working with, though. They may not got the airtime for this shit. I don't know.
No, and that's fine.
Charlamagne got to do the donkey of the day. They got to do all this. They got shit set up. They like, this is a lot of time for that third mic. Now we got 2 people in the third mic.
Yeah.
We ain't finna split up this segment. Like, oh, what the, y'all gonna bust it down? How y'all gonna bust it? I don't know. Y'all motherfuckers gotta work this shit out because it's all y'all have. It's this little time.
Yes. But usually, if you have 3 people, you have the rumor co-host, read the rumor out, give the background, and then, like I said, Charlamagne to give his little situation, which what does pretty much make the show.
Yeah.
Envy will come in, say something wild. Envy and DJ Envy go back and forth about what it is. You gay, you gay. No, who's gay? They do that shit.
That's all they do. God
and
damn.
Then you go on to the next story. And it's pretty much that's the recipe. And then after that, but now you got 2 women.
Got 2.
Fighting for that. And she's saying, I don't need to be in this segment as somebody trying to present news. I need to be on somebody doing commentary to the news. If we're gonna present it like news, article, reached out, article, reached out. These are the facts. Comment. She said, I want to be a commentator now. I'm just deducing that she didn't say it, but I'm deducing that's what she's saying because she said, maybe I'm not explaining it correctly. And I'm looking at her because I'm surprised. I was like, you know what? She makes a valid argument.
I think it's just more the people behind the scenes. Because even when Angela Yee was on the show, bro, like, that was her job, bro. You got to read the news. Somebody got to do that. They need somebody to do that. Charlamagne don't do that. Envy don't do that. And they tried to give it to Jess, like, you're not a strong reader. You be struggling through the words. No, bro, it is what it is, bro. You struggle through the words, bro. You used to be reading that shit. You can't read that strong, man. And but you remember, bro, you know how it is when you used to be in school. The teacher called on certain people to read that dude that just wasn't a strong reader, bro. And everybody laughing. That shit was terrible. You know the remember how it go.
You know the worst thing about it? We used to play popcorn reading. We'll call on that nigga every single time.
And you call on him just so we could laugh at him, bro. She used to come on, man. Sometimes that's rough to listen to, bro. You try to ride in the car, you listen to the news, and she just struggling through the words, and she trying to make jokes. It's like, bro, this ain't time for jokes right now. Read it.
No, but she made jokes about it. She said, y'all didn't hate Jess to the mess when she started reading well. She made the joke. So that's what I'm saying. Even her, because she said, even though her and Corey Holcomb called this out about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, the Corey be on it. That's my dog, man. He be on it.
He called it about 2 weeks ago, but like they said, they've been beefing for years. They don't like each other. For years. It is what it is.
But they need somebody to read that segment, bro. That's part of the Breakfast Club. They're not going to take that out the Breakfast Club. Correct. Somebody has to read that segment. If Charlamagne ain't going to do it, Envy ain't going to do it. That third chair has to read that shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, if you could have, I mean, I'm sorry, bro. You opened up the door for this on a lot of facets. You opened up the door for this. You did.
Correct. But she never argued that Lauren wasn't technically better for the job. She was just saying we didn't approach it correctly when I came back. That was her argument, and people are taking off in the other direction. And I took the argument exactly for what it was because I look at that like that. Being somebody who gets in debates with family and friends and people around me, I'm like, are you listening to the argument that I'm making? Please, I'm going to slow it down for you. And I hate doing that because people are like, you so condescending, you so cocky. I'm like, no, I'm not. This is what I'm saying. Follow the logic. And I will break it down piece by piece by piece by piece. And because people's emotions are locked into it, they go off on the other different tangent. How many times I got to tell people I'm not a Trump supporter? I am disillusioned with the left. And people be like, oh, okay. But you voted for Trump. I'm like, that has nothing to, you don't want to address the problems that the blue is having? But that's another conversation for another day. Now, that's why I resonated with this situation. She's just
talking to the wrong people. All they could do is hear her out. All she was doing is venting. That's all they could do, bro.
No, but the thing about it is, them being the talent, they do probably have some say-so of saying, hey, I want to do X, Y, and Z. Because I remember they had a board op a few years ago who they was giving he was maybe saying a few more things and they was introducing them into like different segments of his commentary. And I remember Charlamagne, he even did it on Brilliant Idiots, where he came in and saying, everybody ain't on-screen talent. Everybody ain't mic talent. And you need to stay in your role. And that was when the board op quit and he ended up trying to make a YouTube channel and do his own thing. I think it flailed out. It is what it is. But it's one of those situations because that's when they took the mic away from Taylor on Brilliant Idiots.
Yeah. Well, she still be hopping on and shit, but
granted, she still get a little mic time now. But overall, she had a designated mic for a while. This was after they kicked Wax out too. So I don't know what
disappear, bro. Like, bro, these motherfuckers is not your friends, bro. This is corporate America. We are not friends. You just venting. We gonna hear you out because you're a coworker. But at the end of the day, you're talking to the wrong people.
And I can understand that argument, but that ain't the argument she was making. I just want people to understand that. That's not the argument she was making. If you put it in the vacuum and say, this is the argument she was making, we need to make it more efficient, understand how this...
But then, why do you deserve that? If they would have hit her with that, then what she would say? Well, what you mean? Why you deserve that? You've been here 6 months. You've been doing this 15 years. Who are you?
You signed me to a contract to be here.
People sign contracts every day, B. Contracts are meant to be broken, B.
No, they're not.
I'm pretty sure some language in that contract said we can terminate this shit at any moment we feel like it.
But
who is she to go against iHeart? But she is nobody to that corporation. We ain't talking about Charlamagne. We ain't talking about Envy. We talking about the people who cut they fucking checks. If they ain't done with this shit gonna be what they say it's gonna be. She can sit there and cry all she won't. She go online all she won't. She might disappear from that motherfucker. And Charlamagne be like, I don't know. They don't even discuss it no more. She'll be waxed. Just disappeared.
But I also like the simple fact that they said, we should be having this conversation in the background, but it's out here on the radio, and it's a little bit more transparent.
Because you brought that to the radio, because you went online.
And I think she did the right thing. That's
another thing. Them corporate people don't like that, bro.
And you're right.
They'll let the beef happen because they want the ratings, but at the same time, don't you be airing us out, bro.
But I also will say this on the flip side. She said, why was nobody coming on here saying like, Jess is hating. You could really see she got hate for that girl in her heart and stuff like that. Because Jess said she recognized I did have misplaced anger. I love accountability. We talk about accountability on this motherfucker all the time.
She told that girl to shut up. She told her to hush.
Oh, and I did see that. And I thought that was wild. That was one of those.
She was tight with her, bro. She mad at the wrong people.
And she admitted that. We like accountability, do we not?
She admitted it. She did.
So once she replaced and re-guided her anger, she went probably to the people who was like, hey, bro, how we really gonna do this? Because I have a contract. Like you said, if they say, we're gonna pay you for your 3-4, whatever her years were, here go your bread. Here.
Like, really, we need some stronger reading, bro. That's what they go tell her. Like, you need to get better, man. Like, your segments be weak, B. You dragging the show down, bro. Like, we thought you was adding to it, but you're really not adding to it like we thought.
And that's what I'm saying. When I first was telling her to pivot, it was like, all right, this ain't your thing. Get on to the commentary thing. Say the slick shit that Charlamagne will say once the segment is read. Boom, pop in with your.
She ain't got it.
She do got it, bro.
You ain't got it because you not it. You ain't got it. I'm feeling what Corey said. You ain't got it, B. It's easy to make a skit. We gotta do 100 takes and think about this shit, but on the fly, being sharp. Like Charlamagne, he been doing this for years, bro. They good at it by now. Like, you still a fresh fish. Like, you ain't skilled as you thought you were in this aspect.
No, because I do believe it's more of a thing in her mental. Because she said, "What if I feel?" And she said this in an argument, and I was just saying different types of vulnerability. Because she said, "What if I feel the same way the comments did?" Because DJ Emmy was getting on her heavy about why you reading the comments, why you letting them play you out your position. She felt like, I shouldn't do this segment no more because they are right. She does do a different thing than I do because she said the latest with Lauren and Jess with the Mess are two totally different things. I'm not here to present facts. This is headline, I'm talking shit. Headline, I'm talking shit. Headline, I'm talking shit. Lauren's is headline, fact. Charlamagne or somebody else talk some shit.
But we need some facts from you. That's what the Breakfast Club need from you. Charlamagne talks the shit. Angela Yee wasn't talking the shit. That's why the Breakfast Club worked so many years, but everybody had their role.
Angela Yee talk mad shit.
But at the same time, she wasn't trying to do what Jess do, and she wasn't trying to do what Charlamagne do. You have to have a role, B.
No, that's what I'm saying. Angela Yee was article or headline, fact. Charlamagne talk shit, DJ Envy input, and then Jess will come clean it up. Not Jess, but Angela Yee will come clean it up with.
It was cohesive.
For
it worked.
A more of a female take on whatever the subject matter was. If it was that type of subject.
That's what they need from you. They don't need a comedian. They might thought they did, but they don't need that. It's been working for years, and now all of a sudden it's kind of shaky.
Even though she kind of rubbed me wrong way sometimes, but Angela Yee was slick funny sometimes, bro. She was slick funny.
Yes, but not a comedian. She had a role, bro. She had little quips and shit. It worked cohesive. This shit sounds rough. Yeah. Especially with 4 of them now, it's even more rough.
No,
but when she was out of it, it was smooth again.
Yes.
When it was Lauren, it was smooth again.
It was.
Now she's back. It's
but
rough
that's what
again.
I said. That's why I said I'm basing it off the argument that Jess Hilarious made. If I was to make my choice, it'd be Lauren LaRosa.
She's just not correct.
No, she technically is correct on her argument. They handled it sloppily.
Well, they just like, we don't give a fuck. Then it's just like, all right. Like, I mean, it's a corporation, man. But it's not Charlamagne.
That's not how we do business. This is going to be a corporation. We're going to treat people like that? No.
You don't know how I heart do business. Them niggas is cutthroat. They make billions of dollars. They don't give a fuck about nothing, B. Major corporations don't give a fuck about nothing. If you messing up their bottom line, your ass is gone, bro. You know how that works. It's cutthroat.
I can get that.
You here with the Sharks now. This is Shark Tank, bro. They don't give a damn about you.
But the thing about it, you brought it to sports at the beginning of the conversation.
You know that's cutthroat.
But if the aspect that is how many times you get, because technically she was the first round pick. She went through the draft of all them people who co-headlined or
No, she wasn't the first round pick. She was a free agent signing.
I will put it that way.
Got treated like a free agent. She wasn't the first rounder.
Nigga, do you know the Saints got a biggest safety contract than Jarvis Burton? That nigga sucked for 4 years, and we couldn't cut him because we gave him so much fucking money.
Sometimes you make a mistake.
Yes.
You gotta cut this motherfucker. You gotta cut your losses.
But guess what? Kirk Cousins gonna be in y'all bench next year.
Treat him like a draft pick. See Trey Lance. We drafted Trey Lance, 3rd pick, and we also got a motherfucker in the 7th round. And now our 7th rounder is the starter. Shit happens, bro. It's cutthroat. They don't give a fuck about Trey Lance. They held on
for Trey Lance for another year.
They gonna hold on. She been there about a year. It's been some time. Bro, it's been some time, bro. Like, it don't take long to see it don't work.
I'm not saying that you are not correct on that point. But what I'm saying is, and this is gonna be my last time saying it, that Jess's argument was nuanced. And I felt like when she was arguing back and forth that they wasn't necessarily listening to it. They was on their feelings part. And I'm like, man, get the feelings out the way, bro. We talking about this.
Because she's the only one that feels this way. That's why. They don't give a fuck about her, bro. They don't. I'm sorry, they don't. They gonna entertain it, but Charlamagne don't give a fuck about her.
No, because I'm the type of person, bro. I'm gonna do business. I want to do business right, man.
You ain't a major corporation. You ain't iHeart.
We ain't. But we gonna be one day. And if somebody fucking up, granted, when you say fucking it up wrong, we add a 3rd, 4th mic to this thing. We be like, hey, Billy, I'm sorry, bro.
We can't do it like that. We the corporation. I mean, we started a podcast network. We try to put on a podcast, and they ain't doing anything out here, B. They fucking struggling out here. We gotta get them struggling ass out of here, bro.
No, that's different. Because it has to be in a scenario where it has some type of boom, and the people on the pod are.
Because I'm not thinking like Charlamagne and Envy, bro. I'm thinking like the corporation thinking, bro. They don't give a damn about her, bro.
If you're talking corporation thinking, okay, that's fair.
They don't give a damn about her. She's not a proven commodity. Charlamagne and Envy proven. They the Breakfast Club. Shit, we can move on without her. We can.
Yeah, no, you always can. You can let Lauren and
we got your replacement in the building. She right here doing her thing.
But I just agree with Jess's argument.
I feel you.
She made a nuanced argument.
She has an argument, but I'm just saying, if somebody don't give a fuck, they don't give a fuck. Bro.
And we can't do nothing about that.
Can't make them.